Parker's is ready to get out of the Murdaugh mania and get away from the stink of Alex Murdaugh. Parker's settled with the Beach family for $15 million so they wouldn't have to end up paying the entire judgment if they were found guilty. The only option Parker's had to remove themselves from the trial with Alex was to settle with the Beach family. If they would have gone to trial with Alex, they could have ended up having to pay the Beach family more money. The application of the joint and several liability law in South Carolina meant that if Parker's was found even 1% at fault, it would have paid for the entirety of any verdict rendered against the Murdaugh family. The unfairness of that caused Parker's insurance carriers to resolve these suits to avoid paying the likely award intended to punish Alex.
The family of Mallory Beach has settled with Parker's Corporation for $15 million. The Beach family's attorney has confirmed with our Brooke Butler. The now settled wrongful death lawsuit named Alec Murdaugh and Parker's as defendants. This means the civil trial between the Beach family and Parker's, slated to begin next month, is no longer. Beach was 19 years old when she was killed in a boating accident back in February of 2019. Convicted murderer Alec Murdaugh's son, Paul, was driving the boat. They claimed he was under the influence at the time of the crash. Paul, who was underage at the time, purchased alcohol at a Parker's convenience store in Beaufort by using his older brother Buster's driver's license. The Beach family attorneys say the clerk who sold the alcohol did not do her due diligence when checking the ID. Attorneys for Parker's deny the corporation is responsible for Beach's death. They said Beach knowingly made the decision to get onto a boat with a drunk driver and assumed the risk. In a tweet, Beach family attorney Mark Tinsley posted a picture smiling in a hat that reads FUGP in green lettering with a gas symbol. GP likely stands for Gregory Parker, who's the CEO of Parker's. And in just the last hour, Parker's attorneys have responded in a statement that reads in part, the fact that remains that Tisha Cohen made a legal and valid sale as was determined by SLED. This case was never about the legal and valid sale, nor was it about the repeated bad decisions that these young adults made that night. For Mark Tinsley, it was more about using the Murdaugh's bad actions and the unfair law of joint and several liability in South Carolina to make Parker's pay for a verdict intended to punish the Murdaughs.
Mark Tinsley removed Paul's estate from the lawsuit because they found out Alex wasn't hiding money under Paul's estate. They wasn't looking to see if Paul had any money of his own, but Tinsley wanted to make sure Alex didn't have any hidden money and assets. Alex was trying to protect and hide his stolen money and Moselle from lawsuits for a long time. He even tried to get the law firm to hide money for him. After Maggie's and Paul's death, Mark Tinsley added Paul's estate to the lawsuit to do a forensic investigation into Paul's finances and find out if Alex had any of his victims' money hidden away in any bank accounts or trusts, investments, or properties he took out of his name and transferred into Paul's name, because Alex has a history of moving money and property titles around and altering legal documents like he did with Moselle and Maggie's will. Parker's filed a motion to get a separate trial apart from Alex Murdaugh and out of Hampton County, but the judge denied their motion.
I was at the hearing in Hampton today, and it didn't take long for the judge to rule on two motions.
In just 15 minutes, the judge in the Mallory Beach case shut down the request by the defendant, Parker's. Not only is this case going to happen in Hampton County, in the heart of Murdaugh country, I was told by Alex's own lawyer, as co-defendant, he plans to sit right beside Parker's at the defense table.
We were hoping that it would be just us, but now we'll have Alex sitting there.
It's a tough spot for Parker's, who argued today that this was a simple case of selling alcohol to a minor, now caught up in the Murdaugh mania, and a case of bad parenting only worsened by the double murder convictions of Alec.
And that is to infuriate a jury, to get a jury mad at Alec Murdaugh. The stink of Alec Murdaugh, that is what they want. They want to punish Alec, have another opportunity to punish Alec, But this time, rather than Alec Murdaugh going to jail for life, they want Parker's to pay for it.
Parker's corporation owns a number of gas stations, one of which is accused of selling alcohol to Paul Murdaugh the night he slammed his father's boat into the side of a bridge near Beaufort. Mallory Beach died as a result of that crash. The Beach family is suing Parker's, the cashier who carded Paul, and of course, Alec Murdaugh.
They blame the Murdaughs.
The Beach's family lawyer, Mark Tinsley, pointed to 3 generations of Murdaughs whose portraits hang in the courtroom.